Stranger Things, everyone. Today we're going to be ranking Stranger Things Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4. Now, I wanted to just rank Season 1 and stuff, but let's just rank all the 4 seasons in one video. Now, this is what I do. I'm probably not going to have that much changed opinions. So when the 5th season comes out in probably like 1 year or 2 years, I'm not going to be ranking all over again from the 1st season to the 5th season. I'm gonna keep the videos where I rank the 1st season to the 4th season. I'm gonna keep them in a playlist, and then the second video in the playlist is where I rank the 5th season when it comes out. Stranger Things is probably my favorite TV show of all time. It's so incredibly good. I really love the story. I love how creative it is. I love it. I like it that the series is still quite simple to understand, even though you can be like 11 or 10 maybe, and you could just understand the series. It's very fun to watch, and it's very fun to binge watch too. This series is just great. Season 1, let's begin with that. Season 1 is basically, I'm not gonna tell all the episodes. This video is going to be like 5 hours long or even more if I just tell all the episodes. Basically, I think these episodes, I had so fun with like nearly every episode in this show, except one episode, Season 2, Episode 7. I had so fun with every episode in this show that I kind of wanted them to be longer, and they were 40 minutes. Now, a lot of episodes in other shows like American Horror Story when they're 40 minutes, because there's so unbelievably much sex and stuff going on, I just feel like I just want to get done with this episode, but it's still entertaining to watch. But this is 10 times more entertaining to watch. Season 1 basically these boys play Dungeons and Dragons. Lucas, Dustin, Mike, Will, and then basically Will sees a monster, he crashes his bike. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, listen, I'm sorry. If you don't even know about Stranger Things, you've been living under a rock like your whole life. If you're older than like 8, you should at least know about Stranger Things. Or about 10 years old. If you're 5, 1. No, just kidding, I'm gonna stop. So basically, yeah, Will crashes his bike, he goes into his house, he tries to call, and then basically this light bulb, like, turns off, and then he disappears, and then he's into the upside down for some reason. I don't know, and, like, it's a bit weird with, like, how the monsters come to life from the Dungeons and Dragons board game. I don't know. Basically, this movie, well, the 1st season focuses on basically the mystery of Will. Will is the main protagonist in basically Season 1, 100%. In the other seasons, in Season 2, he's one of the main people, but it focuses more on Max too, definitely. In Season 3, he's not the main person, and in Season 4, he's not either the main person at all, actually, I would say. But he's kind of more of a high-ranked side character. The 1st season is just really good. Benny's death was tragic. Same thing with 11 when they meet her in the woods. Mike and 11 relationship. This season is just really fun to watch. I don't have that much complaints about the season at all, actually. It's a great start for the series, and it makes you really want to continue watching the series. So, only bad thing I have about the series, well, I don't actually think I have that many bad things at all about this season. I really don't. It's just a really good season. All the characters in Stranger Things are like S tier. They're at least A tier on the acting. All the characters in Stranger Things have like phenomenal acting. Now there's probably a few characters that don't have great acting, but they at least have better than a C rank on the acting. so C-tier on the acting. So for a beginning season, I don't have. It's not like it's the most interesting season in series history, kind of, I guess. Now, I think season 1 is quite slow, but this is just a me thing. But obviously, they have to uncover all this mystery and stuff. And I think the party in third episode with Bob, the second episode, end of the second episode, Bob, it was kind of a tragic death. Now, she was quite not a character you cared about really much, but you cared about her at least a bit. And her death was kind of tragic, and especially the beginning, the opening scene of episode 3 is always actually a very creepy scene in Stranger Things that I remember, those creepy scenes. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for season 1. Going to season 2. Season 2, I think, is quite much better than season 1. I think that season 2 might be actually my second favorite season. Actually, I don't know though. This episode focuses on more characters, and they also do it on a very well way and stuff. Basically, they introduce the character Max, and then Dustin gets this pet dart and stuff like that. And then basically, it's more about the lab with Dr. Brenner and stuff. And the kind of like uncovering what they're doing to the children, all these experiments and stuff. And then we have Bob, a new character, which is very loving, even though he's just been in 1 season. And his death was, for me, his death was really, really tragic. It's a scene I would definitely remember in the show, not as a good thing, but kind of in a good thing. Not that he died, but in a good thing that makes me kind of understand why I care about Stranger Things so much. So, but this season is just really good. It has, I think it's quite creepy with the monsters and stuff. And now, because basically now Will is alive, except that Will has this thing in his mind, whatever, and then he gets to the upside down. He sees the shadow monster. Those parts are quite creepy, and it's quite sad because and when he's in the hospital, I don't know, some parts are quite funny. Your mom, and the scene when he's supposed to write these pictures of the monster or whatever, I don't know, I think so at least, and then he does really aggressively. It's really funny watching that, but it just shows how much pressure he is, and his mom, he's just like, Jesus Christ, Mum, give me a break, you're giving me so much pressure. Quite funny. And then now Hopper is also, now he's kind of, I think he was a bit more of a main character in season 1, but he's still quite big one in season 2. But now we got to talk about, and then we got Terry Ives, that is basically, well, like, Eleven's mother, or should I say, kind of, I don't know, I don't really, I still to this day don't understand that much of the Terry Ives thingy, but that's one moment, because I haven't watched the Stranger Things season in a long time, and I was quite a lot more younger. Yeah. Then this episode also has one of the weakest episodes in Stranger Things ever, The Lost Sister. This episode is basically like, I don't know, 11 going to London or something. Then she meets like her sister, something that knows a lot about whatever, I forgot. Then basically, now, this is a long this is just an episode that they could take away from season 2, and it would literally, like, not be that big of a difference, because she's just in 1 episode, The Lost Sister. It's like, on number 8. It's just feel like it's no point in having this episode. But I think that season 2 is a tad better than season 1. I think that season 2 is maybe like... I'm gonna give it... now, let's just say this. Okay, you know what? I changed opinions. I think that season 1 is maybe a very high 8 out of 10. And I think that season 2 is maybe like a 9.3 out of 10, maybe. Or something, I don't know. Season 3, it's just, God, there's a lot, Starcourt Mall. New characters, we've got Susie, which isn't really that big of a character at all. She's kind of just a side character, but you still know who she is. We have got... now, a main character in this season is... Oh, shit, I forgot about Billy. Oh, yeah, Billy... Yeah, I don't really got to explain him. Now, season 3 has a lot of going on. I think 2 of the, like... We've got these rats that, like... do whatever, I don't know. Season 3 is a quite creepy season, but it's definitely very fun to watch. And it has some really good scenes. Now, I don't know why. I just thought that there was one little negative thing about season 3. Otherwise, this season is just a blast. I think that I'm going to give season 2 a 9.3 out of 10. And season 3 probably 9.6 out of 10. Because, I don't know, it's just really much going on this season. But they do it in a very in a very well way. And it's also quite, like, tragic with this part with Hedda. And then she just takes the bottle, smashes it on... her, like, mum's and father's head, I think. I don't know. And Billy and Hedda, they take care of the rest, I guess. I don't know. And then we've got this Russian thing. This is just kind of a fun season. I don't know. But season 4, our latest season, is pretty much... It's let's just say it's way better than season 3, at least. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 season. But we have got... I'm going to give it like a 9.85. No. I don't know, maybe 9.9. I don't know. This season is basically Vecna, New Monster, 11. We've got Eddie. Eddie. The fandom, no, but... Alright, big spoilers now. I think that Chrissy's death is very tragic. Season 4 is definitely probably one of the most darkest ones. Season 1 is the least darkest, I think. Then comes season 2, then comes season 3, and then as the darkest season, we've got season 4 so far. And this is just fun to watch. I don't know. I think that the first episode was just great. It was just really fun to watch, and now each episode is 1 hour long. Instead, I've drinking a lot of water with bubbles in it. Instead of 40 minutes long, the episodes are 1 hour long, and yeah, now these characters, even though Chrissy was just in one episode, as like a main character, obviously in that one episode, I'm guessing, she's still a character you just care about directly, because she's kind of just very, very nice. And it's kind of sad seeing her die. I think it's the same thing with Fred. I think that Fred's scene was a bit less worse than Chrissy's death, at least, but Fred's death was still quite horrible when the person was crawling out of the car, whatever. And what I liked about the season is that it shows just... Because I'm thinking that Stranger Things is just something, is quite mild horror. But season 4 is when it begins to get actually quite scary, and you actually feel a bit it's quite unnerving, but it's still really well made. And then we've got more mystery in the season, obviously. And then we've got episode 8, where Dr. Brenner dies. Episode 9, where we've got that epic fight, probably the most memorable scenes. The epic fight with the epic fight with Lucas and I forgot what his name was, and the epic fight with, and then Max's death. This is what I gotta say. Season 4, only bad thing I've got about season 4. No, actually, I can't say that much, because Max was obviously a good character, obviously a character we care really much about. But I felt like if there's one more season left in this series, and Max is still alive to the end, I just feel like, I don't know. Max is not a character I want to die, but it feels definitely not but it just feels like if he's just gonna live, and if Eddie's gonna live in season 5, it's just gonna, if like two main characters die, and maybe 4 side characters die in season 5, or maybe 3 side characters dies, that's definitely what I'm going to like, because I like, that's why I like the Saw films. Review coming soon, not extremely soon, but sometime it's coming at least, when I'm going to be ranking all the Saw films. Probably gonna, I don't know. Season 4 is great, Stranger Things is great. I hope they don't try to make it so PG-13. Otherwise, this series is great and it's terrible. Good night, Stranger Things. A 9 out of 10. Big 9 out of 10.